A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a surprising turn of events, U.S. President Donald Trump and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky met in an unannounced gathering at St. Peter's Basilica in Vatican City just moments before the funeral of Pope Francis. The meeting comes at a critical time as both leaders aim to negotiate a peace agreement to end the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. The images released by Zelensky's office captured the two leaders engaged in deep conversation near the entrance of the Basilica, without any aides present, indicating the seriousness of their discussions. This marked the first face-to-face encounter between Trump and Zelensky since a tense meeting in February, which had resulted in a temporary halt of U.S. military aid and intelligence sharing with Ukraine. Their brief yet significant exchange on Saturday is seen as a shift in diplomatic tone, with both officials suggesting that follow-up discussions could be on the horizon. The urgency of their meeting was amplified by a recent escalation in violence, with Kyiv experiencing the largest Russian missile attack since July 2024, leading to the tragic loss of 12 civilian lives. Following the meeting, the White House characterized the discussion as very productive, with both U.S. and Ukrainian officials confirming that it lasted approximately 15 minutes. Zelensky took to social media to express his optimism about the meeting, stating, "We discussed a lot one-on-one. Hoping for results on everything we covered. Protecting lives of our people. Full and unconditional ceasefire. Reliable and lasting peace that will prevent another war from breaking out. Very symbolic meeting that has potential to become historic if we achieve joint results. Thank you at POTUS." The meeting was set against the backdrop of a meticulously planned papal funeral attended by numerous world leaders, showcasing the importance of the occasion. Zelensky, accompanied by his wife Alina Zelenska, was given a rare front-row seat at the funeral, a significant deviation from the usual diplomatic protocol that would typically place him further back. Vatican spokesman Matteo Bruni noted that a vacant place had been filled, allowing Zelensky to sit just 11 seats away from Trump, thus facilitating their interaction. Before the funeral began, Trump and Zelensky were also seen conversing with French President Emmanuel Macron and British Prime Minister Keir Starmer, further emphasizing the collaborative international effort to address the crisis in Ukraine. Trump even exchanged greetings with European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen, marking his first known interaction with her since returning to office. During the funeral service, Cardinal Giovanni Battista Re delivered a poignant homily honoring Pope Francis, subtly addressing Trump's policies with a call for compassion and unity. Re invoked the late Pope's famous exhortation, "Build bridges, not walls," which many interpreted as a critique of Trump's immigration stance and his long-standing push for a wall along the U.S.-Mexico border. As Trump and First Lady Melania Trump listened intently, Re praised France's commitment to humanitarian efforts and global outreach, drawing audible applause from the crowd when he mentioned a mass held by Francis on the U.S.-Mexico border in 2016. The timing of the meeting between Trump and Zelensky comes amid renewed pressure from the U.S. to expedite peace negotiations. Trump, upon arriving in Rome, declared on his Truth Social platform that Russia and Ukraine were very close to a deal, urging high-level talks to finalize an agreement. "A good day in talks and meetings with Russia and Ukraine," Trump stated, emphasizing the need for both sides to meet at elevated levels to conclude the negotiations. Additionally, Trump's special envoy Steve Witkoff met with Russian President Vladimir Putin in Moscow just days prior, with Russian officials describing the three-hour talks as constructive and very useful. In Kyiv, Zelensky has indicated a willingness to consider concessions for the sake of progress, suggesting that Ukraine is open to dialogue in any format with anyone, provided that Russia shows readiness to end the war through a complete and unconditional ceasefire. Zelensky has also acknowledged the likelihood that Ukraine may not join NATO in the near future, calling for realistic security guarantees, which could include cyber defense and European military presence, rather than NATO troops on the ground. A draft agreement titled Ukraine Deal Framework has been developed, proposing a full ceasefire monitored by the U.S. and supported by third-party countries, highlighting the collaborative international effort to stabilize the region. As world leaders gathered to pay their respects to Pope Francis, the meeting between Trump and Zelensky stands as a pivotal moment in the ongoing efforts to forge peace in Ukraine, with both leaders hopeful that their discussions could lead to meaningful results in the near future. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.